Israel and Ukraine more than the United States can take on at the same time.
We're the United States of America, for God's sake. The most powerful nation in the history, not in the world, in the history of the world. The history of the world. We can take care of both of these and still maintain our overall international defense. We have the capacity to do this, and we have an obligation to. We are the essential nation, to paraphrase the former Secretary of State. And if we don't, who does?
Are the wars in Israel and Ukraine more than the United States can take on at the same time?
We're the United States of America, for God's sake. The most powerful nation in the history, not in the world, in the history of the world. The history of the world. We can take care of both of these and still maintain our overall international defense. We have the capacity to do this, and we have an obligation to. We are the essential nation, to paraphrase the former Secretary of State. And if we don't, who does?
Let's face it, bro. Alright, let me get this out the way. Alright. First and foremost, we like to face the east and give all praises to Yahawah, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the elders, Apostle GMS and Google Well. Salute you brothers just pushing this word. And truth to sincerity and strength, YAHAWASHI. And shalom to you brothers and sisters born in trust spirit, YAHAWASHI. Shalom to you too, right? We are here to prophesy the downfall of this wicked, destructive kingdom known as Babylon the Great, Sodom and Gomorrah, Egypt, Rome, all those Sodom and Gomorrah, Egypt, Rome, all those ancient empires borrowed up into one, controlled by Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of. And we are here to gather the elect of the nation of Israel with strength by YAHAWASHI, the nation of Israel, the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Those are the only ones that's going to turn back and repent and serve YAHAWASHI and truth and sincerity. Okay? That's without a shadow of doubt, man. They the only ones that's going to turn back and serve YAHAWASHI and truth and sincerity. And we are the men of the Lord through the strength of YAHAWASHI. We truly believe that, and we say that humbly, and we see the future, and we see the past. And that's what it is, man. We see the future, and we see the past, man. We the seer that the Bible speaks of, in the King James Bible, set up, ordained by YAHAWASHI. Now, I said that, and I'm going to show you another clip concerning a so-called Jew, right? An Israeli. And check this out. Now I showed you Joe Biden, right? Now I'm finna show you what this so-called Jew said. He spilled the beans, right? Let me see what we got.
Hezbollah is not an insignificant military force, but the only respect in which they're a threat to Israel is if Israel attacks Lebanon. They'll fight back, and that is a threat to Israel. So in fact, if Israel were to proceed with its occasionally announced plans to attack Iran, probably the first thing they do is wipe out Lebanon, just to prevent the deterrence of a Hezbollah missile. Hezbollah is not an insignificant military force, but the only respect in which they're a threat to Israel is if Israel attacks Lebanon. They'll fight back, and that is a threat to Israel. So in fact, if Israel were to proceed with its occasionally announced plans to attack Iran, probably the first thing they do is wipe out Lebanon, just to prevent the deterrence of a Hezbollah missile. Hezbollah is not an insignificant military force, but the only respect in which they're a threat to Israel is if Israel attacks Lebanon. They'll fight back, and that is a threat to Israel. So in fact, if Israel were to proceed with its occasionally announced plans to attack Iran, probably the first thing they do is wipe out Lebanon.
So you heard it. That's the so-called Jew right there. Speaking on it, I could tell you his name, but just take my word for it. That's the so-called Jew right there. All right. Now, I want the brother to give Proverbs and give me what you got.
This is this is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 18. It said, "Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall."
All right, read it for me again.
This is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 18.
Right.
Pride goeth before destruction.
So pride comes before destruction. Now you heard what Joe Biden said, right? Concerning America, right? And then you heard what that so-called Jew said concerning Lebanon and Iran. Now what they doing now is the YAHAWAH doctrine, which I spoke on that last week. And that's named after the land of named after the land they bombing right now. So over there in Lebanon, and that's the land of Asher, which we understand that when we look at biblical maps, we understand that Lebanon is the land of Asher. Okay, but y'all know what Lebanon is like. Let's just go right. Lebanon is the land of Asher, okay? And all that land gonna be wiped out, pursuing the prophecy, okay? We can see the future according to the King James Bible, and we see the past. So, pride comes before destruction. So, as you see the American president, how he was speaking, how they can fund Ukraine, and how they can fund Israel, and still maintain their military arsenal at home, okay? And that's pride, okay? So read it for me again.
This is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction.
It says pride goeth before destruction. So pride come first. So that's why I showed you them clips of what that so-called Jew is gonna do. I mean, them so-called Jews are doing, and how Joe Biden is speaking concerning America. Okay, go ahead.
It says, "Pride goeth before destruction, and in haughty
Can you back
spirit."
up? Can you back up a little bit? Can you back up? Go ahead, bro.
It says, Proverbs chapter 16, verse 18. "Pride goeth before destruction, and in haughty spirit before a fall."
So that's what the Israelis got, and that's what America got. Pride and a haughty spirit. So give me what you got in Sirach, 10th chapter. What was you finna say?
My name is Zakut.
Okay, okay. And we filming too, so you know that. Yeah. You don't see that big old camera right there? Go ahead.
All right, this is Sirach chapter 10, verse 2.
Right.
It says, "As the judge of the people is himself."
See, as the judge of the people is himself. So these Edomites, so-called white people, they're in the rulership, contrary to popular belief. And they judging the people. Okay? They are judges on the earth on the left-hand side. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, "As the judge of the people is himself."
As the judge of the people, as himself, go ahead.
It says, "So are his officers."
So are his officers. So they judges too. Go ahead.
"And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein."
So all of these people in America and over there in Israel are proud. just like Joe Biden, and just like Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel. Okay, which they have a president, and they got a vice president, but Benjamin Netanyahu is the Prime Minister, okay, of Israel, okay, and that's the main one that be on the television that you see, that you know of, and he proud and Joe Biden proud. Now you got Kamala Harris, which is a so-called Jew, okay. Her great-great-grandfather on her father's side is an Edomite, so-called Jew. And then you got, which Kansas Owen exposed that, okay? Then you got Donald Trump, right? That's gonna come in office. Now, if you look at the cabinet of when Donald Trump was the president, you had Wilbur Ross, okay, the Secretary of Commerce, and he was connected to the Rothschilds, okay, and they so-called Jews. Now, I said all that to say this: whether Kamala Harris get in there or Donald Trump get in there, it don't matter, because they all got the same agenda. And you got to remember, when Donald Trump was in office, who did he kill? Iran, Soleimani, that general. Okay, so they all got the same agenda, man. Okay, so they all gonna work with the Israelis, which control everything. Okay, and they all proud, and it doesn't matter how you people vote, you still gonna get the same agenda of the banking elites on the left-hand side, set up by the Heavenly Father and His Son to usher in this third world war, meaning nuclear destruction. Because that's the way they going. Okay, we already in World War III. We already in it. But like I always tell you, it's a build-up. Okay, these are birth pains. But eventually, the birth pains gonna go away, and the children of Israel gonna need to be delivered, and that destruction gonna come. I don't care how many prayers you send up, contrary to the scriptures, the plans of YAHAWASHI, it ain't gonna stop. Okay? America gonna be destroyed, and the Israelis gonna be destroyed. Now, when you watch Fox and CNN and all American media news that's controlled by the CIA and the so-called Jews, when Iran struck Israel, it was a media blackout concerning the damage, which Israel supposed to play it like that. America supposed to play it like that. Okay? They supposed to not tell you the damage that took place over there in Israel, because that keep the citizens in America morale up, and they keep the citizens in Israel morale up. If they show you the damage that and the capabilities of Iran, then that takes the morale of the people down. So we know through social media, that Israel was hit by Iran. Okay, we don't know the extent of the damage, but we do know it was hit. And you got Mach 2 ballistic missiles, and you got Mach 5 missiles, which is hypersonic. And you got some ballistic missiles which are hypersonic. But the difference between Iran missiles and Russian missiles, which they got ballistic missiles, okay, they go Mach 5, okay, and they got hypersonic missiles that go Mach 5. For you people out there that don't understand them terms. Now, when you shoot a ballistic missile, what a ballistic missile do is go up, straight up in the sky, and then it curve, and then it come down like that, boom, and then hits the target. Now, the THAAD, the Iron Dome, the David Sling, the arrows, those umbrellas that protect the land of Israel, the ballistic missiles, when those umbrellas, those missile defense systems, when they can detect them ballistic missiles when they're going up like that, and then they come down. detect it. So they're able to shoot them, right? So with the Mach 5, which they got ballistic missiles that go Mach 5, but they had to go up like that, okay? And come down. They had to go up and then come down, right? But with the hypersonic Mach 5 missiles that Iran, and also the ballistic missiles, once they shot, that go up, the ones that go up like that, they can't maneuver. They just stay on the course.
Yeah.
So the umbrella, which is the missile defense system, the THAAD, the Davis sling, the arrows, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All that. They can boom, 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 they can knock them. And when you watch videos, you can see that the missile defense system is able to shoot them rockets when you see a big explosion in the sky. So that's a missile defense system rocket connected with Iran missile. So when you see the explosion in a big explosion in the sky, that's them connected. So they're able to hit them. But the difference between China, Iran, and Russia missiles, with they hypersonic missiles, and they go Mach 5, they don't go up like that. What they do is go up and then shoot. You see? They go up and shoot out and stay low to the ground. So by the time the missile defense system lock onto it, it's too late. You see? So that's why that's the difference between a ballistic missile and a hypersonic missile, the way they create them. And then they can make it maneuver, okay, before it hits its target. They can make it maneuver before it hits its target. They can go up, go down. They can make it maneuver. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But with the ballistic missile, they just shoot up. You can't make a maneuver. And then the umbrella, the missile defense system, is able to boom, 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 knock them down. But Iran, China, and Russia, they got them to where they shoot out. And then they can maneuver too, all the way to the end till they hit their target. That's why Israel has no defense. That's why up under that umbrella that they got is penetrating. The rockets are penetrating. Okay? Now, I'm gonna read something for y'all. Okay? I'm gonna read something. Let me see if I can find it here. I gotta go to where I sent it to you out. Okay. Let me see. See if I can find it. And also, Russia, because you got a lot of Russian Jews, so-called Jews in Israel. Even when you go into the Israeli airport, you know, you got language in Russian. Okay? So Russia told a lot of their, the so-called Jews of Russia, told them, hey, y'all leave Israel. Get out of there. So the Russians then gave the Russian citizens, which are so-called Jews, hey, they got dual citizenship in Russia and in Israel, hey, y'all get up out of there. Leave Israel. And China then told their citizens, hey, leave Israel. Get up out of there. Okay? Now, when you watch CNN and Fox News, what they talking about now is, you know what I'm saying, Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, they talking about them right now. And they also talking about waiting on waiting on Israel response to Iran. Now, another reason why Israel downplayed that is one of them is the morale of the citizens in the military, and also is to keep Iran from understanding how accurate and how non-accurate their attack was. So you don't give the enemy information. So that's why it's a media blackout concerning that. Why Israel ain't reporting the damage that happened in there. That's why you got to go to satellites and certain people is looking, and that's why you got to go to the web and you see certain incidents happen. But you don't, Israel is not giving no intelligence concerning the damage that's in Israel because it's a media blackout on. You don't get the enemy information like that. So you keep that from it when you at war. Okay? Alright. Now, let me see if I can find it. Y'all bear with me. I want to find it. Now, this on Twitter, which is X. Now this is this is Iran defense minister. Okay, this is what he said on X, Twitter. Okay, which we know as Twitter. I mean, which we knew as Twitter, but it's X. They changed to X. So, Iran defense minister, we did not use our most advanced missile. The capability with the greatest destruction power in Operation True Promise 2. So that's what that was. Operation True Promise 2. That response that Iran did on Israel. It's called the Operation True Promise 2. That was the response in the name of that operation. Okay? Then he said, if the region is exposed to escalation and war, we will deal with it more severely in the coming wave. So that's the Revolutionary Guard, okay? So, and then he says the operation is legitimate and in accordance to international law, which when you deal with international law, they got the right to defend themselves when you deal with the UN Article 51. When you look up the UN Article 51, it tells you that a country got the right to defend itself against any attack. You see what I'm saying? So that's why he's saying the international law goes back to the UN Article 51. Okay, that's why the Revolutionary Guard, which is Iranian missile defense, is saying what he's saying. Now let me let y'all see this. Right? That's on X. Okay. Now let me see if I can see it. That's one of them, right? And I want to get. Okay. Let me see. See if this is it. It's still dealing with Iran. Oh, okay. It says the IDF acknowledged some Iranian missiles hit airbase, says no major damage caused. Because what they doing is downplaying it. See? That's their article right there. So, now. That's their article. So they downplaying it, right? It said the IDF that's dealing with the Israel Defense Forces, okay? Israeli Defense Forces. It says the IDF acknowledged some Iranian missiles hit airbase, says no major damage caused. So they downplaying it. And they do acknowledge that some of the missiles hit, which you can see it on the web. Your eyes not deceiving you. You know what I'm saying? You can see the impact. So the Iranian missiles did penetrate the umbrella, which is the missile defense system. Now I'm still dealing with Iran. So read what you got, bro.